this is Jennifer with the Mindset Diet, and today I want to kind of give you a quick video on it's time to get moving, right? So I see exercise comes up a lot, and people are always asking, do you need to exercise if you're on a food plan? Is it pertinent to your success? And for me, I did not exercise when I was on my weight loss journey in the beginning, but I did move. And the point is that you need to start moving, whether it's actually going to the gym and working out for an hour and a half and sweating on the treadmill, or you just add some extra steps, park a few extra stops back further and walk yourself in. The point is you got to move, right? Moving gets your blood flowing, which increases your energy level, which is also going to just make you feel so much better. And for me, exercise wasn't pertinent to weight loss for myself, but it did make me feel a lot better. It made me feel like I was doing something, that I was mobile, that I was getting lighter. Because I get it. When I was 210 pounds, the last thing I wanted to do was go on a treadmill or walk in the hot heat, when carrying around all the extra weight. It was really demotivating to me. However, wherever you're at, even physically fit, when it comes to physically being fit, it doesn't matter. You've got to just get moving. I understand completely. I understand wholeheartedly if the thought of running a mile, is daunting to you, or doing a full sit-up if you're not able to do that. I get it, because that was me, right? I was not able to do full sit-ups. I was not able to run on the treadmill for long periods of time. About 5 minutes was all I was good for on the treadmill. Carrying around the extra weight, it's really hard to exercise like some people will tell you need to do. But the point is, if you add any kind of mobility into your life and get moving in any type of way, you're gonna get results. And at the bare minimum, you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna get that increase of energy. When I wake up in the morning, I will just jump in place for a few minutes and just jump in place for maybe a minute to get the blood flowing, to wake me up, and to give me that extra boost of energy. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to start moving. Even if you're just going to park a few stalls back and walk extra in, maybe take a flight of stairs instead of an elevator, do what works for you. Even if it's 10 jumping jacks a day, you've got to get that blood flowing and get moving, because I promise you're going to feel so much better. Just energy-wise, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel like you're making even more progress. So that's my big tip for you, is to get moving no matter where you're at. Even if you're not able to do sit-ups, that's fine. Walk 10 extra steps. When I go to the grocery store, I have my list of things that I'm going to buy, but I walk up and down each aisle just so I can get some mobility in my life. Because I was not that type that could, work out for long periods of time. I get it. When you're overweight, it's very hard to have that motivation to go and do things that you may not be physically able to do at the moment, right? But that doesn't mean you won't be able to do it when you reach these goals, and when you reach these little milestone goals, you will be able to do more and more physical activity. But if you're just starting out, just start walking up and down extra aisles. When you're at Costco, you walk the aisles. I'm at the mall right now, and I'm walking around. That's what I'm doing. I had one store to go to, and I'm literally just walking the mall, because you've got to get that mobility, okay? Get moving. My little tip for you is it's time to get yourself moving so that you can get that progress and be rocking it. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to have so much energy. It's going to be insane. And move. Get moving. Dedicate to yourself. Commit to yourself to move 1 extra minute a day. Start with a minute. And if you can do 2, do 2. But don't feel like you've got to either go all in when it comes to exercising, and I've got to go to the gym every day for an hour, or I'm just not going to do it at all, right? That's not what you need to do. Okay, because it was very hard for me to do these exercises that you see, especially when you're lugging around all that extra weight. But you've got to figure out what works for you, and what's going to be easy for you to do every single day, even if it's 30 seconds. Like I said, shoot for a minute, okay? Start with a minute and work your way up. Work your way up to 2 minutes the next week, and then 5 minutes. Or if you don't have 5 minutes, it's okay. Go back to a minute that day, but just start moving. and I promise you, you're going to feel better. Okay, so get moving, and any little micro step is a commitment to yourself that you're taking it seriously, that you're putting yourself first, and that you're going to take care of yourself, because you have to be healthy for yourself before you can be healthy for anybody else in your life. And you've got to do it. You've got to commit. And even a little micro commitment of, you know what, I'm not going to go to the gym because I'm not in that type of shape yet, but you know what, I'm going to park 5 extra steps. I'm going to park a little further in the back of the parking lot and walk my way into the store, you know, or if I'm at the grocery store, I'm going to walk up and down each aisle before I get my groceries. Things like that is just as beneficial as if you were to go to the gym. You know, when I first started, when I was first starting out, if I can be brutally honest with you, when I was first starting my weight loss journey, I would do little things like I call it mommy time. When I would have my mommy time at night and I would be watching one of my favorite shows, right? Sometimes we've got those favorite shows we just like to watch. I would make it a priority to do something physically fit every single commercial. So every commercial I would get up and I would do 20 jumping jacks. And then the next commercial would come up, I would do 20 more jumping jacks. Well, heck, by the time your 1 hour show's done, you've done like 120 jumping jacks, you know? It's things like that. You've got to work it in your schedule, you know, and make it a priority. But figure out what works for you. If you don't have a lot of time, it's okay. But if you have enough time to watch one TV show, get moving on the commercials. Just walk in place. You know, that's what I would do. You know, I would just walk in place, even if I only had a few minutes. Just get moving. So the moral of the story, get moving, even if it's for 30 seconds, even if it's for a minute or an hour, whatever works for you. No matter where you're at in your weight loss journey, get moving, get mobile. I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to get that increase of energy at the bare minimum, and you are going to start getting your results. What you're going to do is accelerate your progress. You're going to accelerate your results. And that's what I want so much for you. So get moving. That's what I got for you today. You can always check us out on yourmindsetdiet.com. My name is Jennifer. Drop a heart emoji if you are willing to commit to yourself to get moving at least 1 minute per day. 1 minute per day. That's all it takes. Okay? Just start moving no matter where you're at. I'll talk to you later.